Welcome back to Mindbang, the only channel where we dig so deep into severance theories that even Milchick would ask us to take a break in the wellness room. But no, we press on, even if it means unraveling the terrifying secrets of the board. Which, as of episode 2x8, might just be a bunch of creepy, possibly immortal baby goats. Also, quick side note, I had another nightmare last night. This time, I was trapped in a break room where a faceless voice just kept repeating, "I am sorry, Mindbang." I woke up sweating, clutching a gold thimble I swear I didn't own before. So yeah, episode 2x8 broke my brain. Let's get into it. The gold thimble, the most ominous sewing supply ever. Alright, let's talk about that thimble. If you thought it was just a nice little token, congrats, you've learned nothing from this show. The gold thimble, gifted to Miss Casey Gemma in the testing floor, isn't just a cute sewing accessory. It's a symbol of protection, control, and possibly eternal servitude. Here's the thing about thimbles. They're meant to protect fingers from being pricked by a needle. But who's holding the needle? Lumon. Kier. Whoever's actually running this nightmare factory. Some fans think the gold thimble represents how Lumon keeps its employees from truly feeling pain until it's useful for them. We've seen how they manipulate suffering. Dylan being tortured with his son's image, Mark's grief being rerouted into corporate loyalty. Maybe the thimble is a reminder that pain is controlled at Lumon. It's doled out when necessary. And then there's the gold part. Gold, historically, is a symbol of immortality, wealth, and divinity. Could this be Lumon's way of saying, "Congrats, Gemma, you're officially part of the Egan's eternal experiment"? Maybe the severed employees aren't just workers. They're assets to be preserved indefinitely. The board, are they just the baby goats? Okay, let's talk about the board. Or more specifically, how the board might not be people at all, but a bunch of possessed, immortal, mind-hijacked baby goats. Think about it. We've never heard the board speak. Instead, they communicate through Natalie, who acts like she's taking orders from some mysterious higher-ups. But what if she's just translating their goat bleats into corporate jargon? Remember the baby goats from Season 1? The ones Milchick refused to explain? What if those goats aren't just weird decor, but literal vessels for the souls of past Egans? Here's where it gets really messed up. The Egans believe in preserving their legacy. We've seen the Perpetuity Wing, where Kier's creepy hologram monologues about eternal leadership. So, what if they cracked immortality, just in the most horrifying way possible? Instead of dying, they get transferred into baby goats. Why goats? Well, goats have historical ties to sacrifice, fertility, and straight-up satanic imagery. Plus, baby goats are easier to manage than, say, a room full of undead Egan corpses demanding stock reports. And if the board is just a bunch of brain-hacked goats, that explains why they never speak. They can't. They're just sitting there, silently judging, waiting for the day they get a new human body to hop into. So yeah, next time you see a goat, maybe don't make eye contact. It might be your next CEO. Miss Huang's departure to Svalbard. WTF is in Svalbard. Now let's talk about Miss Huang. This episode has her suddenly shipped off to Svalbard, which, if you're not up on your Arctic geography, is basically as close as you can get to the edge of the world before falling into a frozen abyss. So why Svalbard? Theory number 1. She's being exiled because she knows too much. Lumon doesn't just fire people, they make them disappear. Sending her to Svalbard could be their way of quarantining her knowledge, isolating her in a place where she can't spill secrets. Theory number 2. Cryogenics. If Lumon is messing with immortality experiments, what better place to store a frozen body than a place that's literally a giant icebox? Maybe Huang isn't being sent there to work. Maybe she's being preserved. Theory number 3. The Seed Vault connection. Svalbard is home to the Global Seed Vault, which is basically the world's backup plan for a mass extinction event. Maybe Lumon has its own secret vault there, except instead of seeds, it's full of severed consciousness backups. What if Miss Huang is going to help maintain the database of human minds waiting to be reinstalled in new bodies? No matter what's happening in Svalbard, one thing is clear. This is bad news for Miss Huang. If I were her, I'd start running south, fast. Final thoughts. Goats, gold, and ice-cold nightmares. So to recap, the gold thimble is basically a corporate promise that you'll never escape. The board might be a farm full of body-hopping goat-Egan hybrids, Miss Huang has been sent to a frozen wasteland, either as a prisoner, a popsicle, or the guardian of Lumon's freaky consciousness vault. And that, my friends, is why I haven't slept since episode 2x8 dropped. That and the recurring nightmare about pickles. What do you think? Is the board just a farm full of ancient billionaire goats? What's really in Svalbard? Is the gold thimble a subtle way of saying welcome to the eternal nightmare? Drop your wildest theories in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-melting deep dives into the corporate hellscape that is Severance. This has been Mind Bang. See you next time, unless I get shipped off to Svalbard first.